And we are back. Yes, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of Dartmoor Discoveries. As you can see behind me, it has been snowing on Dartmoor. It is very, very cold. It's about 3 degrees. I am wrapped up. Today's video is quite interesting. We're going to be looking at the history of mining, especially of lead and copper on Dartmoor. And the building we're actually going to was quite important in that aspect of the local mine that was around here. Of course, that's quite a brief description. I'll get more into it as we walk along, and obviously when we get there, it's going to be quite cool to see. Anyway guys, I hope you're nice and warm because I am pretty chilly. So I want you to sit back, I want you to relax, I want you to enjoy this episode of Dartmoor Discoveries. Now, let's get walking. Now, first things first, I've actually got to figure out how to get there because, as you can see, a lot of ice, a lot of water, and I was going to walk along the road, but it's a 60 road and it's pretty damn fast. So let me just have a quick look on Google and see if I can see any paths across Dartmoor, but it actually might be a case where I'll have to walk along the side of the road, which is okay. It's just I won't be able to do much filming because how loud the cars are. If you remember, a couple of videos back, I went to Wheal's firing range, and obviously that day they weren't firing, thank goodness. We were all okay, we weren't turned to Swiss cheese. But I checked the firing times today because we're actually quite close to that area, and they have live firing all day, and I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll try and pick it up later. I can hear them shooting, I can hear them firing, so we're going to stay away from that direction and we're just going to keep heading forward. Now, these mines were really important for the region. They brought economic growth, social growth, and also wealth for the local people around. With obviously all the workers coming in, the bars, the local pubs, the local shops, all benefited from this mine opening and obviously mining all the ore that it did. Now, don't let me mislead you. Where we're going to, Wheal Betsy, that was the actual name of the mine. What we're actually going to see there is the engine house of it. So one of the key parts of any mine working back in that time was around the 18th and 19th century where this mine was in operation. I swear to God, guys, I swear to God. Anywhere I go, there's always horses, whether they're wild or domesticated. Look at them there. To be fair, I'm not sure I'm on their land yet, but literally just down in the valley is a stables, so there's obviously going to be horses about, but thankfully they're not the wild ones like we ran into last episode. That was quite interesting. I kid you not, I was actually terrified. I was actually so scared. I really debated grabbing that towel, but I thought if I get attacked, it'll be great content, and if I don't get attacked, my joy will still be great content. And I kid you not, that reaction afterwards was not played up. I was so relieved I got that microfiber towel out of there. You can actually kind of see the stable I was on about just there. And then actually in this direction, you can see the chimney of the engine house. Now, as we approach the engine house, I think it's important for me to say that this is the last standing engine house of its time on Dartmoor. The only one. There's not another one like it on the entire Dartmoor scene. Now, I don't know about you, but that is pretty cool to me, and this is, I guess, a positive of preserving everything, be able to see it and experience it. Obviously some areas I'm upset at because obviously I can't go in and experience it, but with this being preserved and just seeing the architecture that was there back in the day, it's just, yeah, it's just cool to see, and it's nice to have a little walk and go and experience this. Do you like as well how I've got my backpack on? I thought it made me look more professional. There's nothing in it, except my laptop, which I don't need, and a water bottle, which I do need. But apart from that, it's basically empty. I've also actually got a hat that I'm not wearing. Do you want to see it? Let me put it on real quick. Come on. What are you saying? Let's go. What do you think? I think, to be fair, it looks better like that, but look at this thing. Oh, fuck, I can't show it. It's like I'm going fishing. It's like one of those little bubbles that bounces above the water, and then once it dips, you gotta pull up your line. Oh, look at this. I've got to be careful here, because as I'm walking down, There's just a big dip. Big old pothole on Dartmoor. Here we go. Approaching Wheal Betsy engine house. And this is my first time seeing it. I actually found out about this place last night. Again, another one. I was just literally on Google Maps, having a look about, and saw this and I thought, you know what? This would make a pretty decent video. Here we are. Wheal Betsy engine house. An astounding piece of architecture. It is massive. I'm not sure how much it's showing, like how big it actually is, but yeah, huge. So it is part of the National Trust. They have taken this. They do a great job, by the way. They do an amazing job preserving things like this, like fantastic. But here we are. An ancient silver lead mine. I read as well somewhere it also did copper, but maybe I'm incorrect in that. But yeah, wow, from 1806 and worked successfully for the next 70 years. It looks like I'm in a data dead zone, so I can't really search it up, but look at that, we got snow. Oh my god. Oh. It's like the crinkly snow, the one that's really like molded to anything. But I guess solid break. It's got to be like a 5 out of 10, maybe even a 4. No, give it a 5. It's the first snow of the year, but it wasn't the best snow. For all my short kings out here, this is your entrance into it. And then actually, as we head round, got someone's dog lead. I wonder if we're actually allowed in. Oh, there's the entrance there, so we'll go in and we'll have a peek. Never mind, I don't think we can go in. I thought this was an entrance, but it's not. But something interesting about this is it closed in 1877 and was acquired in 1967 by the National Trust. So for about 80 years, it just stood here rotting away. But they've been able to come in and secure it and just keep it like this now. I know, what is it, 2025 now? So that's about... Oh man, I'm really rubbish at maths. Like, I can't do quick maths, mental maths. So I'll put how long it's been looked after now up here. Okay, we're not going in, but that is the inside there with the chimney. It's pretty cool. And then little pit here. So yeah, that's really cool. And to think how many people would have stood here and worked here through the ages. Like, I could be standing where someone 200 years ago, wait, when did it open? 1806. 200 years ago stood when they were working. How insane is that? In the same exact place. I could get sturdy where people 200 years ago were just coming to work. It's actually hella icy, so if I stack it, it's kind of on me. White boy gets sturdy, goes wild, goes crazy. That really hurt my knees. Oh man. And I'm out of breath. It's not because I'm unfit, I promise. It's just all this kit on, it's quite tight because I'm trying to keep warm. I swear. I'll give a fair warning for anyone who sees these videos and wants to come to Dartmoor. Especially if you're impulsive like me, and think, you know what, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. This time of year, you've got to be really careful. A couple of times me driving here today, my car just started sliding. Just a tad, not massively, but just a tad. Because obviously the back roads, they can't get gritters down there. So please guys, anyone who does come here, just be really careful. The main roads, fine. But the back roads, which you have to take to get here, yeah, just be aware, Although we've got that amazing view right behind me, just not even here for this, but just look at this. Just a little valley on Dartmoor. You've got a stream down there. You've got the road leading up. You've got GXO driving along. Let's look at that driveway there. It starts like up there and then snakes all the way down to the stables. That is beautiful. That is stunning. That chimney actually looks a bit curved at the top. Yeah, looks a bit, I'm not gonna say it, PG friendly, you know what I'm saying? PG on the ACG channel. So one thing I've just found out as well, that this mine also used to, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Also used to mine zinc, copper, lead, iron and silver. It wasn't iron, it was arsenic. Apologies, arsenic. So all those, including arsenic, which is quite interesting. Another thing as well, This mine actually had issues with flooding, and I can kind of see why. With it being in this little dip, obviously when it rains, the water coming down, settling here, and that's actually the reason it closed down in the end. Although big investments were put into it around 1868, by 1877 it had to close due to being just uneconomical for the business owners and the mine owners. And that is a brief history by ACG about Wheal Betsy. Jeez. Another Dartmoor Discoveries complete. This one I really enjoyed. I thought it was cool to come see, to explore, and just to experience what life was like back then for these miners. For the miners of underground miners, not those other miners. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching again. Tune in next week for another video coming out, of course. And I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, or whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.